Introduction to Robotic Process Automation. Generations after generations, technology has evolved to the state it has become as of today. Technology has become a segment of many individuals' modern lives and helps with various functions, whether that includes business or leisure. An invention that was raised as technology advances is termed robotic process automation, also known as RPA. When one thinks of robots obtaining the ability to be manipulated and executing tasks, they do not think so highly of the concept. The robotic process automation expansion authorizes robots to perform repetitive human tasks while shifting individuals to drift their attention on more complex aspects of their work. Achieving this image merely revolves around designing a computer's operating system in a way that mimics human actions. This concept of robotic automation process was to unite robot-human interactions with labor as new advancements constantly develop. To break down the true value of the robotic automation process, aspects such as its background, potential benefits, legal, ethical, social issues, security concerns, and RPA's future will be evaluated. Background and evolution. Robotic process automation's roots date back to when machine learning was invented, which marks the years after the 1900s. This invention, constructed by Arthur Samuel, ignited the spark for a form of artificial intelligence that enables the capability for computers to comprehend and refine data with no required assistance of individuals. Despite its potential, there was a certain extent to which a machine could process languages. As automation progression thrived, there was some prominent technology that further shaped robotic process automation. To start, there was the establishment of the terminology, screen scraping. Screen scraping refers to analyzing screen information in which is extracted and configured into a form of application. According to Robotic, because this technology was proficient, merging screen scraping capabilities into a larger suite of functions was possible. Another critical element is the workflow automation tools. This element allows for efficient rule-based programmed procedures to replace manual work, such as recording data entry. Furthermore, there was a launch of artificial intelligence. This term was not recognized until a meeting at Dartmouth College took place in 1956. The technological upgrade permits computer systems to carry out human duties that consist of an individual's involvement and intellect. Its structure is modeled so that programs are able to act rationally. When these three components integrate, it enhances the potential of robotic process automation as its term, and RPA companies such as UiPath RPA, Blue, Prism, and Automation Anywhere starts emerging in the 2000s. The start of robots beginning to mirror human-like actions just by being software programmed. Its operation is simple. Generally, a business process flow is generated through the design of a unique manual function. This scripted procedure gets recorded by bots. If any irregularity gets detected, it is then passed over to the employee to regulate. After all programmed complications have been resolved, these robots are set to continuously execute the assigned task and develop a better workflow. Potential benefits. As there is further advancement, robotic process automation has numerous potential benefits towards the future. To begin with, RPA brings a reduction to cost. Businesses and organizations are persistently searching for methods that minimize cost. When hiring employees, payment is based on the number of hours and days a person works. Robots, in contrast, are typically programmed, so there is no need for the consideration of wages. Initially, paying for robots may seem costly. If this is viewed in terms of the long run, robots will be inexpensive compared to human payroll. Moreover, working on repetitive tasks, humans are more prone to errors. Human errors are just within our nature, and it occurs because our brains possess limitations. When looking at an overall perspective, if those human errors were to be replaced with robotic process automation, the rate of accuracy will increase due to robots being software programmed. It is structured in a way where it executes the task it is assigned to. This also ensures precision and stability of its production. Robotic process automation helps heighten efficiency and reliability. Employees that are ordered to continue mundane labor, at some point, they will start to burn out their energy. Allowing robots to carry out these tasks will unbound humans from wearisome jobs because robots do not require breaks, stimulating the production level. His method allows humans to change their focus on tasks that require more rational judgment and professionalism. Moreover, there is adaptation when an increase in work volume surfaces. Robots can be programmed to work at a certain pace. Unlike humans, there will always be a maximum speed in which they can carry out their task. Robots in these scenarios can provide scalability as opposed to humans. Overall, these benefits of robotic process automation enable businesses to grow exponentially, allowing them to thrive in the future. Legal, ethical, and social issues. It's significant to strictly monitor legal, ethical, and social issues as robotic process automation advances. With the rise of robots and human interactions working simultaneously, there are controversial debates on various topics, such as the core of a software-programmed robot. The core refers to the person that possesses the software, algorithm, or code. This brings up the question of if the admin themselves have a reputable background to be providing the codes. Furthermore, there is a concern about RPA's management team. When programming robots, there are bound to be errors or new features, so constant upgrades need to be made within the codes. People who deal with these maintenances carry a heavy responsibility, therefore can cause doubt. Employees are even intimated as robots are being incorporated. A large population of jobs tends to revolve around routine labor. Presently, jobs are gradually evolving into automated tasks, which cuts millions of human jobs that have governed the past industrial revolutions. Besides a decrease in employment, there is a matter of economic inequality. Employees are still dependent on hourly wages. If robots were to displace humans, a company would be able to slash their employees' revenues. Hence, the profit would scale more towards the company, owners, and RPA license providers. This would just only further the wealth gap in society, not to mention, robots only will progressively become more intelligent. For generations, humans have continued to hold the top position of the food chain. The output of a robot's intelligence will provoke uneasiness with the thought of robots turning against humans. On the condition that RPA advances and manifests towards being more human-like, there comes a recognition on whether robots would be treated like humans or shadow Charles Darwin's theory of survival of the fittest. For centuries, malfunctioning systems were thrown while efficient ones survived. At one point, if robots were capable of emotions and taking actions, would robots be handled like animals or be entitled to robots' rights? As stated, there are various concerns as integration advances. Humans need to keep their guards up, and as robotic process automation advances, people should not be entirely dependent on robots. Security concerns. Despite the benefits that robotic process automation has in store, there are security concerns when it comes to identity. Currently, the number of cyber attacks has been escalating, which raises the awareness of individuals. When a robot is requested to perform a particular task, access authority is necessary to sign into a company's system. This power may be misused in such a way that certifications are acquired from unknown locations. As RPA certification is obtained, hijackers may utilize it to leak protected personal or retrieve higher vital system data. What's more, is how these intruders can manipulate the program into destroying itself. When these concerns are raised to the surface, the disturbance can cause the level of productivity to decrease. To protect companies from unauthorized attacks, companies are starting to take initiatives. For a start, when integrating robots into companies, they are expected to identify any possible flaws within its design and security aspects. By doing this, it minimizes a company's distress for incoming issues. Another method is how companies are storing RPA credentials within an encrypted area, which forms a sturdy layer of protection. On top of secured encryption, companies established a regulation known as the principle of least privileged. This concept places a restriction on an user's access to certain data. An individual is generally granted the minimum management authority to carry out their task. While implementing this principle, there is also a team which monitors suspicious activities and login in session to reduce cyber threats. Regardless of the risks that come along with RPA, resolving them is manageable. Future of RPA. Robotic process automation exists to enhance a human's ability to perform tasks, not to replace. With robots being able to near instantly decode data, it enhances a business aspect of service. This cooperation of human-robot interaction will just further our advancement in technology as well as allow businesses to obtain a competitive advantage. Besides business, RPA had played a major role in other sectors including healthcare, banking, energy industry, etc. For healthcare, RPA has aided with saving patients' files, recording redundant data, arranging appointments, and process payment. In terms of banking, RPA has provided rapid card activation, alarm against fraudulent activities, and provide statements. For energy industries, RPA is able to adapt swiftly with changes and minimize energy consumption billing errors when analyzing a meter. With this being said, it is also essential that humans realize that there should be a certain limit on how dependent they are on robots. Instead, it is necessary that humans become more knowledgeable about their robotic systems and design while preparing for any possible complications. Essentially, security is not an invention but an evolving process. Although there are security concerns, legal, ethical, and social issues, the benefits such as efficiency, accuracy, and a decrease in business cost display that robotic process automation is worth the investment. Thank you for listening.